Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today. And though you've come through many obstacles.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to One Piece, episode 986. So last time we had Luffy and Zoro starting to kind of lose control, just go completely crazy, and for good reason. The Animal Kingdom pirates, as we've known, honestly, are dicks. And they are wasting red bean soup while actively taunting and making fun of the poor villages and towns of Wano. Those that are suffering under poverty and malnourishment and just general suffering. And this, of course, connects both Luffy and Zoro to their time spent amongst these people. Most notably, their time with Tama. And just thinking about it is getting me a bit emotional. Because, again, Oda has put so much effort into making us care for Tama. Like, her connection to Ace, just the struggles she's gone through, just the bright and joyful smile when she tastes the red bean soup and everything. The connection she has with these other characters, such as Otsuru and Kikunojo, as well as I can't think of his name right now. Tenguyama, I think it is. But the point is, because of all this, Oda has made us care greatly for her character. The same way that we care for a lot of these characters in Wano. And so seeing these bad guys, and even just these lackeys like this, going so much out of their way to just be shitty towards these people, not even necessarily specifically Tama and the like, but just these people in general. It pisses me off, and it pisses Luffy and Zoro off. And it should. Just like in real life, when you see people like treat the homeless and the poor like this, it should piss you off there too. I've seen so many videos online of people trying to get like internet fame by making videos of them messing with the homeless and everything. It's just like completely fucking with them, fucking with people who are like asking for money on the streets and stuff. And it's like, it's horrible. They're literally using these people for views. They're treating them as money making objects rather than actual people who need legitimate help and need to be shown that they're cared about. And I've heard stories of even worse specifics, like with these kind of videos. Like I've heard that there's like a video where some like teenagers or young adults or something, younglings. I'm 29. I can say that now. But seriously, some younger kids were messing with this old guy and basically making him dance in order to earn them giving him money to help him out because he was asking for money on the street. And it's like, that kind of shit is fucking disgusting. And the sad thing is, this kind of shit unfortunately happens. Obviously, Oda's presentation of this kind of thing in here is obviously to a more extreme level. With Kaido and Orochi having taken over the entire country, and their armies and all treating these citizens with such disdain and hate and just pure evil intense. It's just, it's sick. And so you can get behind Luffy and Zoro's anger, even if you know them uh, acting upon it kind of might mess things up at least a little bit. Although Law did account for them, for Luffy kind of doing his own thing, to be fair. We also have the Tobiropo meeting with Kaido. And I mentioned it last time, but I love that Kaido just handles Ulti's outbursts with a grain of salt. He has no issue with them. Like, he doesn't get angry when she snaps at him or anything. He's just like, she's like, you're kind of an idiot, Kaido. And he's like, yeah, I know, but he handles it so well. And I think that's actually really funny. Because like they kind of built that up with the other Tobiropo telling her in the couple scenes we had seen before with them not to snap, and especially not to snap towards Kaido. So this was definitely built up, and it was just a funny payoff. I really enjoyed that, and I'm really enjoying Ulti in general. She's adorable and hilarious, and I can't wait to see her actually get into action. But that kind of goes for pretty much all of them, to be fair. um, but yeah, we could see that King hired them just as some extra protection, and that now Kaido is asking them to find and bring back his son. And if they succeed, they will get the opportunity to challenge any of the headliners that they want for their seat. Which it's like, I don't know if the Tobiropo could stand up to the headliners in terms of power and ability and whatnot. Because they're like the top two ranks under Kaido. The headliners are the top rank under Kaido, and then right under them is the Tobiropo. Um, so it's like they could possibly challenge for that. I mean, I kind of stand by the idea that maybe they could defeat Jack, but I'm not sure about King or Queen. They seem like they're notably stronger than Jack is. But I don't know for sure. I can't say. So, yeah. But I am interested to see how that all goes. And I'm very interested to see Yamato. Now that we know his name, I can say that. Or now that his name has been revealed in the anime, I should say. Because I knew his name beforehand. That was one of the things I was spoiled on. But I'm very excited for him to actually come into play as a true character. Because we've seen glimpses at him and hints about him, but that's it. So I really want to see him like truly come into play. Um, and I want to see the other Straw Hats do stuff as well, especially now that Jinbei has officially joined up with the crew. Like now that he's with them and all, and I guess specifically with Robin at the moment, I want to see them actually actively do something for part of this raid, and you know they're going to join in the fights later on, but even before that, I want to see them like get involved, you know. But I'm enjoying this either way. Wano continues to be my favorite arc of the series without question, and although we're at kind of a slower point at the moment, um, we know it's going to pick up very soon. Because like even outside of like just all of these random enemies strewn throughout, if Luffy and Zoro do go out of control, they're going to have to deal with the likes of Scratchmen Apu, who is there. They're going to have to deal with the likes of Queen and King and Jack and the Tobiropo. Like, there's a lot of people there who they're going to have to contend with if they do go out of control. Um, so that could be very dangerous for them and for the cause, but we'll have to see how it all goes down. And I do hope we do see more of the samurai, the Akazaya, and the others just doing more of their things, their jobs for this mission as well. I don't want it to solely focus on the Straw Hats or whatnot. Excuse me. But we will see how this goes. And we're just going to get on with this episode and hope for the best. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So, we have just the continuation of last time. Luffy and Zoro starting to go crazy, starting to just let loose and attack everyone. They even just remove their outfits created by Kinemon and just completely go for it. And that's fine. That's it's what they, as they put, needed to do. But Apu recognizes them, tells Queen, and Queen sets forth an ultimatum. Whoever takes them out and brings them to him will get a Tobiropo spot, because Queen apparently plans on taking someone out from the Tobiropo. We don't know who, but yeah. So I'm definitely interested and excited to see, like, who Queen has it out for in the Tobiropo, and if that's going to come to a head at any point. But this causes Luffy and Zoro have to fight everyone, and eventually Apu gets involved with his fighting music. And he is quite a threat to them, being able to use physical, like, force attacks, forceful, like, punches and kicks and all. He's able to use slashing attacks. He's able to use explosive attacks, all just with music. And we've seen a bit of Apu's powers before, but we're really starting to highlight them a little more here. And so I hope we do get more. I hope we do end up getting more with him. Maybe he and Kid will have a big notable fight going forward, but we'll just have to see. Excuse me. Meanwhile, we have presumably everyone else going according to their plans, because again, Law planned for Luffy and Kid's groups to kind of just act as a distraction. Luckily, they're doing that. The Tobiropo are on their way to try and fulfill their mission from Kaido. And so, yeah, interesting things are happening. But this episode almost entirely just focused on this one point, and that's fine. And I'm curious as to where they are going to take it from here. Kid has now taken down Apu for the time being, at least. So, what more are they going to do going forward? Are we going to fight anyone else? Is Queen going to get involved specifically? I guess we'll just have to see. I very much enjoyed this, though. This is a fun episode. Getting to see Apu in action is definitely a treat. And getting a little more context to, like, some scenes we've seen with Kaido and whatnot before is really nice. Getting some context with how it all involves Kid and everything. So that's cool. But either way, tell me in the comments below what you thought of this episode of One Piece, and thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.